Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Reina Creole, of course, bringing you that spice when it comes to sci-fi and pop culture analysis, and always keeping it real when it comes to theme parks. And this is the School Lunch Table, the Friday show that kicks off your pop culture weekend. Hang around, talk about what's going on, what's popping, what's interesting, what's new, and pretty much what stinks on ice. We've got a lot to get through this show today, and we're so glad that all of you are here, and glad for those of you who are watching this on the replay. So welcome. And let's see, let me bring up my co-host here, Fat Steven. Oh my God, what's up with the goat simulator?
I watched Willow. I watched Titans.
What? Oh, I didn't watch Titans. I didn't even know what that is.
Honestly, I watched it, and I actually got something I wanted out of it today in today's episode. A white raven, all of her with her white powers and a white cloak with the white hair, because her powers got taken in this season. And honestly, I love looking at White Raven. Because I watched Teen Titans Go because it has that crazy stupidity. I watched Teen Titans.
I did.
I watched Teen Titans as well, and I like when she had her split personalities and stuff, because there was one that you have to. There's different niches and different parts of those cartoons and shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't watch. I watched Teen Titans. I did not watch Teen Titans Go because I just said no. I didn't really watch that. I'm like, I can skip that.
There is recommendations with that. With Teen Titans Go, you don't have to watch everything. Just look for like the one where she splits herself off and you see her different personalities. And then there's the one with The Night Begins to Shine, which is the one where he has that great song that you even had Fall Out Boy do a cover for. And
I will make an exception. That song, that one I liked. That's probably the only true episode that I really liked.
Yeah, BER, I actually started liking a lot of their songs because of that. If it wasn't because of Teen Titans having that song, that music video thing, I would never have found that band. And it was very well done because it was that synthwave 80s to almost early retro synthwave setting, and they did in that. And that was really cool.
Okay. Well,
I'm a motor mouth.
Yes, I noticed that, but that's why I got you on the show. Let's see everyone who is all here. I see you guys starting to slowly filter your way in. I know the show is about a half an hour earlier than it usually is, but you know, stuff pops up at work at adjusted time, but so glad you guys are here with us. So let's see who we got first up. Let's see. I see Keely Chow there who says, hey, everybody, and good morning. Good morning to you, my dear. And of course, roll tide as always. We've got Trinoculus P who says, loved Beast Wars back then ago. I did too. If you've ever seen, the live streams that I do from Universal, and I go into the gift shop that's next to Transformers 3D ride. There's this big, huge model of like Megatron from Beast Wars, and it is so freaking cool. Too bad I don't have $1,000 spent on it, but it's gorgeous. And yeah, I loved watching Beast Wars. I totally, totally did. I freaking loved it. Freaking loved it, man. That trailer, and we're actually going to talk about it. That trailer dropped under my radar, so I have to check that out. Hey, Matt G says, "LOL stinks." Yeah, I'm being very diplomatic in the title because Mama
LOL.
Susan only likes certain things.
LOL.
Oh, what?
What's
What?
LOL stinks?
Well, laughing at the
Oh,
title.
Willow. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. We gonna get into that because
See,
I'm not happy. Not
if
happy at all.
I
Hey,
believe, sorry.
oh, we'll get to it in a minute. Hey, Mr. Londell's Groovy Movies. I see you there, my dear. I see you. Good to see you here. And Thanatos Felicitas is here. Hello, says hello, Lorena Creole. But hello to you, Thanatos. Thank you so much for being a channel member, along with Keely Chow and Matt G. And let's see, we have Andrew Broadbent who says, "Good afternoon." I see GB. Does that mean Great Britain? And then I see smiley face. So good to see you here, Andrew Broadbent. I don't think I've seen you here before. So welcome. Glad you're here with us. And let's see, Punk Traces. "Hey, Steve and Lorena Creole." Well, hello to you. Hello to
Oh,
you, my dear. Yes, I freaking love Beast Wars. I loved it, loved it, loved it. John Ware Jr. says, "Good morning. I've missed you." Well, we missed you too. "I used to have Beast Wars and Beast Machines on DVD."
Beast Machines was meh, but I do like the opening. It was done by Left Field. It was called Fat Planet, PHAT. Beast
Mhm.
Wars was the Transformers of our time, especially with the evolution of Teletron 1 and then the Spark, the Matrix. Yeah, you can't get any better than that next to Gen 1.
Oh, man, I'm gonna have to go back and watch
Just don't
Beast Wars.
judge the animation because, like, if you watch Beast Wars is like watching the evolution of CGI cartoons in the making, and you can go from how it looked till it
Mhm.
ended, and you're like, wow.
I just wanted to have fun. As long as it's fun, I could forgive a whole bunch of that. Punk Trace says, "I was watching an episode of the Ninth Doctor run on HBO Max." Yes, actually, I am going to be watching Doctor Who, but I'm going to be watching the Matt Smith episodes of Doctor
Uh,
Who to start. Watch.
you should be watching Tenet because it goes into
No,
Smith. You're going.
no,
It's not going to be the
no,
feel the same. Yes,
no,
yes. Listen
no.
to the patriarchy.
Mm-mm, mm-mm,
I'm not going to win
mm-mm.
with you. I already know. I just
Nope.
wanted to tiny.
although before I found out about Matt Smith, Tennant was the first one that was on my list. So yeah.
I
So
just feel this way.
he just got edged out. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Beast Wars is on Tubi TV for free. Thank you for letting me know that, John Ware Jr.
It's on my hard drive
Thank
for free too.
you. Thank you. Well, folks, we are going to go ahead and get started. Got 12 of you guys in here watching. Thank you so very much. Please do hit that like button. And let's rip this band-aid off and get
No,
started.
wait. Hold on. Make sure before we rip the band-aids off, make sure they're both scissoring because we have to get that lesbian-esque feeling before going into this.
Bro, we got like 21 minutes to go. 21 minutes. You gotta drop
I got
that
two
one.
band-aids I can scissor somewhere. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Man. Let's see. Hang on. Boosh McFadden says, "I'm kind of excited about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I really like the first two. Transformers burned me too many times, so I'm apprehensive." You know what? We are going to get into that, my dear, because I'm feeling you on that. Totally feeling you on that. But yeah, let's get to this nonsense. All right, so I'm going to preface it with this. Okay, now Willow was one of those movies that I would watch back in the day,
Mhm.
and it was just such a fun
Experience.
mystical experience to watch. Almost not to say that it's exactly like the Hobbit cartoon, but it's not. But You had Willow, this little guy who it seems everybody was trying to tell him what he couldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
And then this baby shows up in his life and just changes everything about the confidence in himself. And you just want to see the journey that he makes. And it's not easy. And it just wraps you up with all of the characters, especially Val Kilmer as Mad Mornigan.
I'm sorry, it's Willow Elfgood he's calling.
I mean, it's just one of those films where you can just it doesn't matter, you can watch it over and over and over again and just get swept up in the fantasy and the simplicity of Willow. And this crap that dropped, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Besides the fact that it's CW level writing. The first thing that they smack you in the face with, besides ripping off of the original Willow movie to do the intro for the first, like, what, 45 seconds or something like that, you're already smacked in the face with this teenage lesbian,
Uh, it's not.
you know,
It's not even
relationship that's going on. So you have that, number one. Number two, why is everyone treating Willow like crap? I don't understand that.
It's like
And it's
Willow.
not in a
Sorry.
bad way. I'll give you in a minute.
Sorry.
Not like the first movie where they weren't being overtly, mean to him. It's just like, dude, really? You're not the best one for this job, but all right. But this, you had, well, it's especially, and I'm blanking on her name. I cannot believe I'm
Laura
blanking on it.
Danning?
Probably because I'm so mad. Yeah, just
Or
like,
Sorsha.
oh, Sorsha. We're basically, oh yeah, you're good, and I love your heart, but you will never be a great sorcerer.
That
I
doesn't
said,
make
I'm sorry. Where did that come from?
But that doesn't even make sense, because due to the fact, if it wasn't for him, Laura Denning would not have survived. She would not have married Mad Mardigan, and this whole storyline would never have happened. The thing is, you will never be a great sorcerer. Guess what? The greatness comes for how you accomplished your tasks as a sorcerer. Willow did something, not only protect Laura Denning, but also defeated the evil queen and helped with that. Like that's weird about this. You will never be a great sorcerer. So you're taking all of the stuff and all the tribulations you guys have been through from point A to point B in the last movie, and it's like, no more. That's where Disney is failing and stuff. It's the common trend. We're going to take the legacy of what was there, and then we're going to ruin it. And then we get Fabio with the blonde hair, who's like, "Hey, baby, why don't we just make out on the grass field?" And it's like, and then they crap that Mad Mardigan too. What was that like? And like, I know they're probably not trying to, but it made it seem like he turned into a deadbeat dad.
That's the other thing that pissed me off about this movie. And I see you folks coming in. I see you. I see Demaj and I see Dylan C. See you guys coming on in here. And actually, I'm going to get to that in a little bit, John Ware Jr., because, and Boosh McMahon had a great point here. Everyone talked down to Willow in the first movie. However, yeah, Willow, he clapped back. He proved people wrong. He struggled, but you understood why people were talking down to him, because, he was this little guy that quite didn't seem to believe in himself. So we were okay with that for the most part, because the movie was about him proving himself. You knew he had it in him, but that was the thing to watch. And that's what kept us watching. With this, it's like they turned him into, like, say, Jean-Luc Picard from the Picard series, where everyone's basically ripping him a new ass just because he breathes,
Willow in general, like this whole, like, you're never going to be a great sorcerer. This is the guy by accident who turned a troll into a two-headed fire-breathing dragon. Okay, let's go back to the ruined, infected castle where there was trolls and statues or frozen stone civilians in that castle with Mad Mardigan, and he found the armor. He turned by accident a troll into a two-headed dragon. I'm sorry. That shows greatness. It's just the inability to control that great power. There's a difference between being a great sorcerer and having an understanding of your power to become great. And that Sorsha's whole line there was just like, you're saying you're crap, but now I need you. It doesn't make sense. You're saying he's just good enough.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
And Boosh McFadden, yeah, I know they did, but also even the ones that were short, same height as him, were still talking down to him like he wasn't anything.
Mm,
So that's what I'm talking about. So even among his own people, they were still just like, dude, really? Nah, you can't really. Nah, we don't believe you, but whatever. John Moore Jr. says, I'm not watching Willow on Disney Plus. That's a bridge too far from my heart. I rented the movie so many times as a kid. And I've been telling people this. I mean, I'll fall on this grenade for y'all because I don't like it when my time is wasted watching something. So I'll give you my opinion of it. Go go watch the original movie. I'm
mhm.
serious. Do not watch this. What this is that they're putting out here is yet more activist entertainment, and they're trying to pee down your leg and tell you that it's raining. It's very female centric and not female centric in a good way. Now, Willow had a female character. She had Sorsha in it. You had the baby as well. Everything revolved around her getting to where she needed to go, but it wasn't done at the expense of the male characters that were in the movie. This series, there isn't any male character in here that I like aside
Oh,
from Willow as Warwick Davis.
uh,
That is who I feel
uh,
bad for. It seems like the guys are either clueless, nutless, or deadbeat dads and they're gone.
the, they're. I gotta slide in there quickly. The
Yeah,
dude
go
in the
ahead.
prison that was actually on the quest for the chest plate with Mad Mardigan, the dude with the beard who has
Yeah.
his own moments. He is the only one that's not being crapped on, and I think he is to replace the new Mad Mardigan because again we're introduced to him in a cell. We're introduced to him that he knows Mad, he knows what's going on. Like that's the only other character besides Willow. And then you look at everything else. What's that one that who the lesbian's betrothed to? Captain Soy. I don't want to get in a fight, but I'm going to watch out the window as everyone takes all the princes and stuff. I didn't know what to do, but I'll come with you on your journey. You brought a flute? They're even demeaning the soy guy for bringing a flute. Oh, let's not have any peace here. You take that flute and shut. It's
Hey, retro nerd girl. You're right. You
uh,
absolutely right. I did
uh,
not like Sorsha.
so,
I hated her ass. I in the series. That's the other thing that made me angry. I'm winding up loathing Sorsha, who I liked, loathing the Mad Mardigan character, who I also loved from the Willow movie, and just not. I feel bad. It's like Willow does not deserve what's coming at him like this in this series.
this
And
is
to actually, I'm going to actually speak to Mr. Londell Groovy Movies points. So, did they even think about consulting Ron Howard about this character? They didn't even consult the guy who was involved, I think, with writing the original movie, if I recall correctly. He was not. He was not consulted
yeah.
about this, and it shows.
See, maybe the characters. This is their starting point, and what this series is what 6, 7 episodes long. I don't know how long it is,
Yeah,
but that
probably
that
about 6 or
we
7.
might see a character arc of growth, but at the same time, I'm looking at this and it feels like it's the Willow characters, but it's not the Willow world. Like I was telling you backstage, the magical barrier throws me off.
Yes,
That doesn't make any sense because why would you close your whole realm off from bad outside influences? That means you're literally just said Willow's whole continent is now in an echo chamber against evil, but evil will always find a way in because there needs to be a balance of good and evil. And then we look at the creatures that they've introduced in the first episode, and it looks like they came out
mhm.
of Resident Evil and 13 Ghosts. It's like it's not even they're not even keeping to the
No.
simple type of like creatures when they put like what the dog. Remember the dogs in the first scene of the Willow where the man's being
Yes.
chased? Like
Mhm, yeah.
it was practical. This seems more like they're going for a horror aspect in a world where you're not even nailing why they're considered so. We don't even know anything about these people.
Exactly. They're going for the shock value and jump scare,
I'm rooting for evil right now. They look better.
which doesn't work with the fact it doesn't work. If you go back to the Lord of the Rings movies, you have malevolent characters like the orcs, you have Sauron, you have these characters, but they're done with a fantasy element of evil within them, not this like slasher film. It's like they're trying to do Evil Dead, and Evil Dead does not work in Willow. They even went for the voices from Evil Dead, and I'm just like, this does not make any. It doesn't belong in fantasy, and yet again proves whoever is writing this has no handle on what fantasy is. Like the same people who were writing, bracelets of battery power. They have no idea how to write that.
Um, I'm gonna answer Bush's question in just a second. I'm trying to find it for you.
Well, I do know. Hold on
Can I?
one
I can share.
second.
I'm gonna share this if this is okay.
Okay. Okay, you shared it. I'm going to actually blow up Dylan C's comment real quick. Says Lorena, I saw an article saying Val Kilmer was cut from Disney Plus Willow at the last minute. Really? Wow. I don't know if he dodged a bullet because he got cut from this nonsense. I would much rather remember seeing Val Kilmer in Top Gun Maverick than in this nonsense. I mean, it could change, but you shouldn't, here's my thing. You shouldn't have to hang around for 2 or 3 episodes for a series to really be good. It may have a stumble in the beginning, but have something that keeps you watching. There's nothing in this that makes me want to keep watching. Oh, do you have that?
Yeah, just give me one quick second. I'm trying to find the one.
Okay, go ahead. Punk Trace, go back and watch the Willow movie, even if you haven't seen it in a while, because I hadn't seen it for probably like 10 years or something. Even the opening scenes to the first episode, something is off. Something's off to the point where I had to stop watching, go back, watch the first Willow movie, and then watch the episodes.
All right.
Got it?
Yeah, the first one I have. This is the first one. This is where I got 13 Ghosts. This reminds me of the Jackal. You can go ahead, pop it up. I'm gonna freeze. I'm not gonna play anything.
Okay.
But whenever you're
okay, hold on one second.
No
hey,
worries.
Kevin, good to see you. Good to see you. I see you, CJ. Age comes for us all.
So this is the first dude that we kind of get introduced to with the cage on the head, and right away, and the way it's delivered, it looks like a Resident Evil zombie with 13 ghosts added on. Like, you know who I'm talking about? This dude right here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's very weird. And then we get introduced to what looks like, there we go. We have morphing. There's Captain. There's stuff like this.
See, yeah.
It looks like you're trying to take from different aspects of different shows and then combine it into your own type of creature. This is also a shapeshifter, supposedly, too, that can grow wings. Mm-hmm. And the dude you saw without the shirt on, that is the soy mander who's betrothed to the lesbian.
Yes.
So that's going to be kind of funny that the whole thing is based off of, what is this? Rebellious lesbian love in a fictional fantasy world. And it's like, and then they used to, it's weird because you're trying to put these things in there that make no sense, because the whole idea of Willow in the first film is that it is an underdog on a quest to help save the realm. That's literally the pretense.
Yeah, Fat Steven, can you turn the brightness up a little bit? Some folks say they can't see it.
I can't, because that's how dark this show is. This is at 1080p. This is literally as light as it's going to get. Yeah, and because like when you're finding the monster, I think they do that deliberately so you can't see how bad they look.
Right. Punk Trace, it is on Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus.
And you got like this dude is
oh my god, this dude is so full of soy. And this is the other thing that makes me angry. There used to be the I guess we'll call it a trope of the sensitive prince, but who knew how to fight when he had to. He was soft-spoken, but also had gravitas when he spoke. This dude acts like he is scared if you took an accidental fart. I'm not kidding. This guy, it's again the stereotype of how they want feminized men. What? Okay, I'm judging. Granted, I'm going to be sexist here. There is nothing attractive to me about a man who's afraid of his own shadow. And this guy is supposed to be prince, future king. Are you serious? That
As
doesn't appeal to me.
as soon as they showed him looking down from above and not getting involved with the fight, and they're under attack, he's just looking down there, and his eyes are bulging, going, "Oh, well, I could go down there, but I have a soy bath waiting for me over there." And
I God, I can't. I can't with this. Again, they're putting they say that they're putting these female characters in here, but you're crapping all over your male characters in order to do that.
there you go. There's your Resident
Oh
Evil
my
Jackal. Yeah,
gosh.
that's why I think there's so much missed. I think they literally did that to save on how the characters are look like half
Mhm.
prosthetic nightmares. Like this doesn't strike fear in me. It's like something I'd find in a video game, and I'm not trying to be a critical douche.
No, but it's true. We expect better. This looks like a prop out of Spirit of Halloween, if you ask me.
Hmm.
It doesn't fit. The aesthetic doesn't fit. And that's the artistry and the genius of the original Willow movie. Everything fit. Of course, this was back when Lucasfilm was firing on all thrusters. Go back and watch the Willow movie and just notice the aesthetic, everything from how, the creatures were, the costuming were, the lighting was, the scenes, the cinematography, everything lines up. This aesthetic seems like they're trying to go for Game of Thrones when I look at it. Like they're trying to go for it and failing completely. Completely. So, man, it's no, I cannot recommend that people watch Willow. I go watch the original movie. If you want to watch the Willow Plus series, I will tell you, it's an alternate universe. That's all I'm going to say. It could possibly get better. I don't know, but I'm done after 2 episodes. You get 1 episode to hook me. That's how it used to be. Your pilot episode should be good enough that even if it isn't 100%, there's enough to make you want to come back to the next episode and find out what's going on. I shouldn't have to watch 3 episodes. That's why I tapped out of Andor. There's no way. I mean, you can do a slow burn and keep people interested, not a slow burn and put people to sleep. So, really another Transformers. Why? Hey, Jacob Ironside. We're
Hey,
gonna get into
I'm gonna
that.
quickly jump in quickly with that one. This Transformers that's coming out, I believe, has nothing to do with the Bay universe. This is a standalone thing. Okay, so if you looked at the trailer,
Hmm.
it does a lot of respects to Beast Wars and the Gen 1. So I will give that benefit of the doubt. No Michael Bay sharp teeth, ruined star screen, weird crap with
Yeah,
claws.
yeah. So, because I'm gonna get into the trailer in a minute because that particular comment was exactly what I was thinking about in the beginning. So, yeah, good to see you. And Kev L. Before we move on, I'm gonna get to these comments here. Kevel says, I like my men to act like men and my women to act like women. Both have their own separate sex appeal. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what we want. But Hollywood thinks some of us are crazy. Think her nuts.
Hollywood is gone. That's pretty much.
Mr. Londell's movie says someone needs to tell these creatives they can't do Game of Thrones. It's already been done, so they should find something else. Here's a little secret about Hollywood, especially after I've lived among these people for about 5 years. They're in their own insulated bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And they're basically saying, oh, that worked over in so and so. We need to replicate that. So let's go and do that. Yeah, let's try and reboot that. So that's what they're trying to
Oh my God.
they're trying to basically copy. And only will they find something else if they're forced to find something else.
Lorena,
What?
I just realized the bubble over the Willow province is the
Mhm.
Wakanda shield.
Really?
Think about it.
Gotta make sense. Boosh McFadden, I've heard good things about Bumblebee,
Mm-hmm.
and I have not.
Seen
I
it?
have not seen it yet. That is on my list of movies to watch actually during the break is to watch Bumblebee. Here's the reason why I didn't watch Bumblebee because I was pissed off with Bayformers.
Bumblebee's worth it. Bumblebee is good.
I was pissed off with Bayformers, so I was just like, no, you're not sucking me in again. But From what people have told me about Bumblebee for the longest time, they're like, no, really, you have to go and watch it. So I'm like, okay. It's one of those movies where I haven't watched it because I don't want to. I just haven't had time, but I've heard good things about it, so I will definitely have to check it out. So folks, let us get on to our next thing here, which oh my god, this trailer. I really don't care if they claim me because unless
The music's good. I can't remember the song though.
let me make sure if I share the let's
Guardians.
see. You guys hear music?
It's not. It's Nintendo that might claim you. That's about it. There's no audio. Nope.
Okay. All right. So I probably didn't share it. My bad. Okay. Let's try again. There we go. We're going to share the audio. Okay. Yeah. Nintendo might claim me, but I'll scrub a little bit. So I'll play a little bit in the beginning here. Theater. And seeing it on the big screen was insane. And people were just like, holy crap. That's just like flipping awesome.
See, the textures and the characters are really well done. They've kept it with like a Smash Brothers look, and I like it how they all go to the side panel and Donkey's just going at them.
Yeah.
It's not to be taken seriously, but it's enough to pay homage to Mario. That's the difference here when we look at something like this, and then you look at something at Willow. They're paying homage while respecting the characters, and that's why they go after the voice actors, because they're trying to get representation in a voice. Nobody cares about the voice. They want to make sure the quality and the delivery is up to par.
Exactly. When we're watching this, and so we'll take it down a notch. Kids that are watching this, and Illumination Studios did the animation for this. So they're the same ones that did the Minions movies. So great studio. Kids watching this are just like, we want to make sure it actually looks like when I'm playing Super Smash Brothers, or I'm playing Mario Kart, or I'm playing, Mario Golf or anything like that, that it looks like the characters. The voice acting is kind of secondary, because this is visual. This is what you're looking at. So even for those of us who have played these games, even when they were like 8-bit, nowhere near the resolution that it is now, Donkey Kong should behave like Donkey Kong. Mario should behave like Mario with respect to how, to how he moves. Bowser should be like Bowser,
Yeah.
I love Toad. Keegan-Michael Key does too. And Jack Black has Bowser's voice down. Like, down pat. I mean, poor Luigi, he gets no respect. Look at the detail on this. It's insane. And I love Princess Peach. Here, okay. All right, let me talk about this scene. Okay, so why am I seeing people online losing their collective crap about the fact that Peach is not in a dress?
She's in her Mario Kart outfit, isn't she?
Exactly. She is in her Mario Kart outfit. I didn't see the problem with this at all, but you had some people saying this is like rah rah girl power. Relax.
What?
Okay. Yeah. I've heard people saying this. It made absolutely no sense to me. As soon as I saw this, I'm thinking she's getting ready to get in her racer.
See, there's another thing people are missing too with this, is that you're looking right here that the Mario world has been brought to life by Illumination Studios. Take this style and now think about getting a Metroid, or a Legend of Zelda, or something else done in this format, and you have a whole new Nintendo universe being built. If Illumination can do this right, they can do it again. So this is like a door opening experience, and people are right away trying to chop it off and go for the woke, go for the misogyny. You're not watching the trailer. You're only looking for the knee jerk reaction so you can get your hate clicks, and that's not how it works in everyday life. You can't keep pushing that narrative.
Yeah, and Stephen Yarnell says it's not about the dress; it's the worry of how she'll be a strong woman that don't need no man. You know what? I almost want to say, and I mean this in all sincerity, folks need to kind of back off from that a little bit until it's shown. Because when I look at this, again, when I look at it, I'm thinking she's in the racer outfit to jump into her car, into her racer for Mario Kart. This particular studio knows their audience. So I really don't think it's going to be the quote unquote strong woman trope, because that is going to pull away from what we've seen in the games. That's not going to work. The whole quote unquote strong woman thing is not gonna work. So
There-
absolutely, and I get you exactly. See, this is why I don't get upset when people have knee jerk reactions to that, because modern day Hollywood has done that. They
Mhm.
haven't done anything to earn your trust. So they deserve all the pushback that you give them. So what I'm just saying is I wouldn't freak out just yet. I get it, but my personal opinion as watching it, as a as someone who used to be a girl, as someone who does a lot of gaming, as someone who plays as Princess Peach as often. Well, I switch between Peach and Daisy when I'm playing Mario Kart. This didn't really bother me.
There's also another aspect that people seem to forget with this. They're getting these like references of a strong woman character. They could also be played off in the story that is the downfall to her being captured and her own naivety, thinking she can do everything by herself, and eventually that's where the relationship blooms, where Mario does have to save her. Comes in the toxic masculinity, and the trope of her just being a strong woman was her own fault. There's even
Hmm.
back that can be delivered in the story, but we're not looking at
Yeah.
all aspects.
Yeah. And Dylan C says, Lorraine, it's a knee jerk reaction based on Ray and TS4 Bo Peep. In reality, the production team behind this are far from Disney. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Illumination Studios is not Disney. As someone who's had to watch a lot of Illumination Studios movies, there's a reason Minions did so well at the box office. I mean, crazily well. Rise of Gru, Despicable Me. Go back and watch Despicable Me. Go back and watch that. I mean, an evil villain who winds up adopting three girls. I mean, it's a wonderful family story, and Illumination Studios has a very, very good track record of doing very good animation and very good stories. So, yeah, I trust Illumination to not piss off their audience. Disney doesn't freaking care. They really don't. And I watched this with Camera Girl, who was in her early 20s and plays way more Nintendo games than I do because she doesn't have a real job. She's a student. She started really flipping the heck out, as I did as well. But the part I really started to flip out on was right here. And they're on the Rainbow Road from Mario Kart. Look at that.
And then people started going after that, saying, "Oh, why are you putting pride injections in here? Like, leave Road out of your act." You saw that too, right? And I'm like, "You're a moron. Rainbow
I
Road's been
didn't hear
around before
that.
acting." Yeah.
But these people need to get a grip.
If anything, he should land on the Rainbow Road, and skills should pop
Oh
out.
my God, get a grip. It's like the Rainbow Road. For those of you who do not know, the Rainbow Road is the most challenging road in Mario Kart. It will break up friendships, it will break up marriages. I was so excited to totally see the Rainbow Road. Everyone in all of their racers, if there's another reason for this, okay? Over in Universal Studios Japan, also coming to Universal Studios Hollywood, and eventually coming to Epic Universe at Orlando is the Mario Kart attraction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There is another thing that people seem to be overlooking, which is a great thing. The way it looks is Mario. This is Mario's first time in this world, in this galaxy, whatever you want to call it. Do you think he's going to know everything about their traits, their common like uses of everything? Do you think he's going to be even self-aware of how these worlds work? Of course, he's going to bumble, fall. He's in a new environment. He doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know his limitations. So, there's still character growth here. It's not that they're crapping on him. They're making him look like he knows nothing about this world. And if I'm wrong, hey, I'll take that statement back. But
I am just wanting to watch it. God, I freaking love how they did
Woo!
this.
Look at Donkey's face right now. Look at Donkey's face right now. He's like, what?
See, there's Donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look at his eyes. He's like looking at Mario going, what the just happened?
I freaking
The ending music for this was great too. I'm surprised they got it in an orchestral fashion.
I know.
Yeah.
Rainbow Road on Mario Kart is trash. Hey, Darkwing Duck. Now I have fun on Rainbow Road because I like to mess with people.
Ghost Mansion is worse.
Ghost Mansion. I don't like the traffic one. I hate that one.
The beach.
The beach. Cheap beach.
Jay hates the beach too. He keeps falling off it.
I fall off. I slam into palm trees. But the traffic one, that one really screws me up. Totally screws me up. But yeah, folks, so we're going to go over here to the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 official trailer. Have you seen the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special?
No, I'm actually saving it to watch tonight. I've heard good things. It's pretty much another 50 Shades of Kevin Bacon, from my understanding.
Yes, I watched that 3 times, laughed my ass off. I had so much fun watching that. I did not have very, very high hopes for it. Mm-hmm. But when I watched it, oh my gosh, it probably rips off of so many 80s Christmas shows and movies and just the soundtrack. I Want an Alien for Christmas. I mean, they even have rotoscoping animation that's in there. So I was very surprised and happily surprised that actually worked well. Let's see. Stephen Yarnell says, I totally get how you guys feel, but the nervousness around the movie is warranted. I really hope it's awesome. Stephen Yarnell, I feel you, dude. Mm-hmm. I totally feel you. How Hollywood has been crapping on us for so long.
We have no more patience.
No, it's just like you don't want to give anything the benefit of the doubt. And you guys are not to blame for that. Hollywood is to blame for that. So with your girl, I totally get where you're coming from. Me, I'm just looking at it and I'm just like, okay, this looks like it's gonna be really, really good. I hope it is. I have faith in the animation studio a lot more than I do with Disney or Pixar. I have zero for them. But like I said, Illumination Studios has, and yeah, Strange. Oh, yeah, the movie they sent out to die.
I watched that. It was bad.
Wait until you guys see the video that I did with interview I did with WDW Pro, which is airing on Sunday. We actually talked about Disney animation and how much it's been crashing and freaking burning. All right, so let's go here with the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer. Disney usually does not claim me on these, so they actually, I guess they like me. So here we go.
I'll give James Gunn credit. He knows how to pick a good trailer song.
Quite a while. But no matter what happens next,
I like
the
that.
Galaxy still needs its guardians.
Hello, we come in peace.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that sound!
Seriously, dude?
That is the dodgeball nightmare sound right there.
Yes, it is. I'm sorry, that's funny.
Space Hog, thank you. I was trying to figure out what that was.
Where we came from.
Oh, I love Rocket. There's the Among Us shot.
Our whole lives. Pete,
I'm done running.
I love Rocket. And I love Gamora. I miss her.
Because this is Drax's last film, isn't it?
We'll all fly away together. One last time. Into the forever and beautiful sky.
And we'll kill anyone who gets in our way. No.
Not kill anyone.
Kill
Yeah.
a few people.
Kill no people.
Kill one guy, one stupid guy who no one loves.
Now you're just making it sad.
May 5th, 2023, which is going to coincide with the fact that Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind attraction at Epcot will have been open for an entire year. What do you think?
I'm hoping it's good. I think this is the last one of the Guardians sound bet, and I think the release of the Christmas special will pump it up enough times where people will tune in. But then again, James Gunn is now over at DC once all the Marvel projects for him are done, so we're going to see a new style of DC with the James Gunn aspect. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I would thought I was done completely seeing Marvel movies, and I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to see this one. But this trailer, unlike the ones for Wakanda Forever, unlike the ones for Thor: Love and Blunder.
Hold on.
There you go. And that was that definitely deserved it. This trailer was tight. I mean, even down to using that dodgeball sound that just gives you the creeps.
Mm-hmm.
I love how they did that. I loved the first movie. I mean, the first movie, people talked about how great it was, and I'm like, it can't be really that good. I didn't go back and see it until I think after I saw Infinity War. Then I went back and watched it, and I was like, okay, this is freaking hilarious. Watched the second movie. The opening credits to the second movie is one of the funniest I've ever seen in film. It's freaking hysterical. So I'm hoping this third one is going to be good. The trailer is just like a trailer should be. Should make you want to watch it. You really don't. Yeah, it's like you see bits and pieces, but you don't know how they're all going to fit together until you see the film. So good on whoever was the head of marketing for this trailer, because I hope you leave with James Gunn to go to DC, because Disney does not freaking deserve you at all. Stephen Yarnell says, I feel pretty confident about this movie. Boosh McFadden says, I think the Adam Warlock design was a miss. And Fat Steven, you talked about this behind
Harry Styles, my God, the bronzer. Yeah, no. And it's like, well, didn't Warlock have one of the Infinity Stones in his head? So what's replacing it? I might be wrong on that one, but that's the one character that could be hit or miss. We'll have to depend until we see more or see like a leak scene crap that they usually do.
Right. Mr. Londell's Groovy Movie says Guardians may be worth it. It's usually worth it just for the classic tunes. Yeah, I mean, I like the movie soundtrack, the callback to the 80s, the 80s pop culture lore. I really have liked every single Guardians of the Galaxy movie that I've seen. It's just been a great watch. So hopefully, I'm hoping the third one, fingers crossed, hoping that it is going to work out good. I really like the trailer, but I love the other two so much. I may be biased. With me, it was going to be the trailer. Did the trailer make me want to see it? So with the trailer, I'm like, I'm going to put out the money to see it in IMAX if they do it in IMAX. And Darkwing Duck says, I'm going to pass. I'm done with Marvel. And you know what, dude? I get it. I completely get it. After this movie is over, I really don't have an interest in like viewing Marvel properties as a fan. I'll do it as a critic, but not as a fan, because Phase 4 was crap. Yeah, it was utter crap.
The only other Marvel property that seems to be getting good reviews as of right now is the release of Midnight Suns, which is a game which is done by the same people who did the XCOM and XCOM 2. Mm-hmm. So if you are looking for something Marvel that isn't going to be a film crapola and you're a gamer, look into the Midnight Suns, or at least look at the trailer.
Mm-hmm. Kev says, I may watch it if it gets good reviews from people I trust. Until then, I'll just assume it's crap. Yeah, I get you. I'll let you know, because this is something I definitely want to make sure I watch opening night, and I'll let you guys know what I think. Let's see here. Hey Teresa,
Sorry.
good seeing you. A little early. Teresa, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, Ram Bam 3000. No, I did not get the Florida article yet. I've been working and then straight for work hopped onto the stream here, so I haven't checked my Twitter. Yeah, absolutely. I tell people I fall on these grenades for you guys because Hollywood needs to earn you back. There's no reason you should have to go out of your way unless you feel like it. But yeah, like Punk Trace, I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing this movie. So let's move on to our last trailer before we get into our anime news. This one caught me completely off guard. Now, your girl loves the Transformers. I've always loved the Transformers. Um, the Transformers animated series, the movie, man, when Optimus Prime died, I was screwed up. I was totally screwed up. The first Transformers movie I liked, but the more movies that Michael Bay did, I just, no, to the point where I tapped out and I didn't even want to watch Bumblebee. So this trailer dropped that I heard about, and I want to know what you all think. Let's see.
There's Mirage.
Oh, that's hot. Oh, that's hot.
The volume's kind of low.
Oh, okay. Let's see if I can boost the volume up for you guys.
This is a well-delivered trailer.
I like this. All the flora. Even if you're not familiar with this, with the Beast Wars, that's freaking awesome. Oh my God.
Stand down. I'm not the one to fear, Prime.
Woo.
There is a darkness coming.
I love that. Skydance. Oh, wait till this is over. I'm gonna talk to y'all.
And they use the Gen 1 model. I love it.
Yes,
Flat bed
Gen
truck.
1 models.
It was all a dream.
Dream.
Pull over. I'm not driving.
I love the Biggie Smalls. I love the Biggie Smalls track. You don't know, now you know. Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah.
Woo.
My favorite is RC. My favorite is literally RC.
I haven't seen RC in ages. I love her.
Cheetor. There's the hot. Yep. There it is. That's the scene with RC.
Oh, I love that.
Of all the threats from both your past
Rhinox.
and future,
I love that version of
you've never
Optimus.
faced anything like this. Let them come.
And then it feels like I'm in a game. Yes.
Woo.
And he has the same faceplate as Optimus. Yeah. That reminds me of War for Cybertron right there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh my God, they just pulled me into my childhood with that scene. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. First of all, there's something I want to point out
But
to
look
you.
at this. May
Before-
you get
before-
Guardians. And then you get
What?
this in June.
Which
you get
one?
May is Guardians, right? And then in
Yeah,
June you
there's
get this.
Guardians. June's, you get this. Here's what I'm going to point out before I let us do a little bit more commentary. Skydance Studios. Pay attention to who they are. They have given us Top Gun Maverick,
Mm-hmm.
also have given us Reacher
Mm-hmm.
as well, also have given us the Adam Project as well. Skydance Animation. Do you know who heads Skydance Animation now?
Tom Cruise?
Well, he writes the check, but
Oh, wait, that's the old crew from Pixar, isn't it?
yes,
Yeah, I thought so.
the
Bob-
talent that
yeah.
left with John Lasseter when he got forced out of Disney went to Skydance. I haven't seen Skydance drop a bomb yet at all. Freaking love it. I'm so I mean, I have to show this. Okay.
There.
RC is a character that I loved when I was a kid as a female. I'm like female robot. Yes,
She was
yes,
hot.
yes, yes, yes. I am totally self-inserting into this scene here because I would have loved for her to roll up to my house. I freaking loved it.
Kev, quickly though, Hasbro owns that. Don't they own the merchandising rights to Transformers? It doesn't mean it's going to be woke. It just means that they probably are in there because they're renting or licensing the characters.
That's exactly it. That is their property. Now, Michael Bay is not involved with this one. There is nothing that I have seen come out of Skydance Studios that has been woke. Or I call it activist entertainment because frankly, I'm tired of woke. That's just been bastardized. It's no longer the term that it used to be. I have much more faith in Skydance given the number of hits that they have put out within movies and television, animation. Granted, Luck was okay. It was still a good watch, but it felt like the soul of Pixar because the guy behind Pixar was there leading that. So I have much more faith in this movie considering the studio that's backing it as opposed to when it was done as Bayformers.
Now, quickly, can I answer something quickly? Dark Winter. If you actually go through the trailer and listen carefully to when the gorilla or primal, as we know from Beast Wars, is saying, is something that's to affect your past and present. I'm guessing it has something to do with a timeline in general. So we're probably seeing 2 iterations of a prime from 2 different different timelines. That could be it. That's just an estimate. But the way they're doing the models of Beast Wars and the original Gen 1, it feels like they're pulling off some type of Teletran 1 thing that we saw in the cartoon. I could be wrong. Sorry.
No, no worries. Yeah, RC look great. I'm telling you, I love seeing her because here's the thing. I love Transformers. You know, they were all quote unquote male Transformers. So when I saw they finally had a female robot, I was flipping out. I loved it because she was just cool and agile and absolutely freaking love it.
Can we also highlight the fact that she also has a chest and thick thighs because those do save lives? Can we say that? She actually has a feminine form and they didn't downplay her to a flat.
Tiny waist. I will give them credit for that because I loved it. Punk Trace says I'll pass on it, which is understandable. I get you. Unexpected Fire says yes. Demodula says shut up and take my money. That's pretty much how I'm reacting. It's just like shut up and take my money. And like we said earlier, Hasbro just licensed the property, but Skydance is the studio behind it.
There's also another thing. We can tell that the same person who did the Guardians trailer did this trailer. Because we know nothing except giant robots transing form, explosions, and I don't care. It's Transformers. I got
the design of the Transformers look great. Back to basics, what we love and what we grew up with. The Gen 1 design on Optimus Prime. Holy crap!
Yes, that was a lot of people's gripes with the Michael Bay. Is like, why didn't you use the original truck? You would have sold a lot more.
Yeah, I will say now. This is just me. I'm being a theme park nerd for a minute. Theme park casual can feel me on this. In the Transformers attraction now, you have the Bayformers. So I'm wondering if they're going to update the film in the attraction to line up with Gen 1 Optimus. I would freaking love that.
I think I would.
I would absolutely love that.
What I think will happen is depending on how good this film was or this film does, they might just do an update across the park just to make people realize, hey, remember the Transformers you saw in June? Now they're here. Or they might have them on a rotational basis and get different Optimuses and Megatrons and everything in.
Is he Jacob Ironside? Ron Perlman is going to be the voice of Optimus Prime.
Well, there's your woke and stupid right there.
Well, if we separate who he is, because he is a douche canoe online.
Yeah, he is.
However, stick to the script and do the voice.
Yeah.
We're good.
I'm
We're
just
good.
excited though because they look very true to the cartoons
Yes.
and the CGI models. They look like they didn't go out of their way. They tried to keep with the nostalgia without making the nostalgia the only thing keeping it in terms of Transformers. And that's where my credit comes.
Absolutely, absolutely. And yes, an unexpected fire. I'm glad you brought that up. Since you haven't watched Bumblebee, you should do a watch party. Yes, I will put that one on the list because I haven't watched Bumblebee and I haven't watched John Wick yet. I have all three movies on DVD, so
What the hell?
I'm lying. Life happens, dude. Life happens. So yeah, I'm excited about that. And let's see. I just hope Transformers stay away from high school kids. I'm sick of that. We'll see how they do with the kids because I do kind of like the idea of the Transformers rolling up on like young kids because it's like kids and robots. It's just fascinated, fascinated by that. It's like, Mom, I got a robot in the backyard. Let's see. Theme Park Casual says, I would love for an update to the attraction, but dang, they never seem to update the screen-based rides anywhere near as much as they say will could. Yeah, they would. I really wish they would update it because that's my main gripe with the current Transformers ride at Universal is that it's Bayformers, and I don't like Bayformers. But you can't beat the special effects and the 3D in there. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I saw Bayformers one again on TV and didn't like it. Wick one is a must watch. Yes, yes. Your girl is going to be catching up on a lot of first time movies. So I'm excited about this. This is coming out June 2023. Yes, Skydance Studios also does Mission Impossible. When you're talking about properties that are worth your time and focus, when you see projects that you like, take note of the studio and the director. Because the more stuff that I see, the more I see Skydance is attached to it, like Skydance or Illumination. Pay attention to those because those are the things that'll tell you what you should spend your time and focus on. So pay attention. Hey, Demogen, I thank you so much for that $2 super chat, my dear. Thank you. Says, I wish they made a die-cast RC when I was a kid. I bet you did, dude. That would have been a cool die-cast. Fast Steven, is there a Hot Toys for that?
For
Hot Toys
RC,
RC?
there is a bunch. RC, I believe there's a Hot Toys. I believe there's a lot of stuff. Statues. You just go through. I usually go through Wish and pick up my stuff. Yeah, but there's a lot of here. I'll just let me just. Because I'm always looking for stuff. But here we go. You can go to Google search. And
I know, Darkwing Duck. You know what? It's life and stuff happens, and it's like I can't keep. It's like the movies people keep telling you are good, that they're good, and just like I gotta see it, I gotta see it, I gotta see it. And you kind of forget about it. So it's kind of like opening up a present. So you guys will get to see me react to watching these new cool movies. So
I have a share for you.
Let's see.
So here we go. Look, we got a lovely figure right here. We have this.
Oh wow. Ah, shoot. Shut up and take my money.
You can find enough if you don't want to spend a crap ton of money. There's always Wish, and that's where I got my Optimus. You have the customizable ones. There's these ones.
Oh wow.
There's yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to have to get that. I'm going to have to get that. Dark Winter says, if not, there will be, if this is successful, my God, this might be the first time in a while. The merchandising should be worth watching out for as well. Yeah. I bet you Hasbro is planning on making a lot of money from these characters. And I'll tell you this much. If Hasbro pushes out all of these figures from this movie, from this Transformers movie, that merchandise is going to move a heck of a lot faster than the ones that did for Wakanda Forever, the ones still collecting dust at Target. I'm just saying. Let's see. I'll be there to pick your jaw off the wall. Okay. Well, let's get on to our last topic. Of course, for you guys who know me, you know that I am really, really getting back into anime. And if you have Netflix and you've been watching JoJo's Adventure, you've been watching Stone Ocean Part 3, the final part has finally aired and dropped. And I am not going to give you any spoilers about this. But what I will say is I liked it. I probably liked part 3 more than I did any of the other parts of this anime. I wasn't quite sure where they were going to go with a female Joestar because my favorite Joestar is Jotaro Kujo, Star Platinum, back there. He's my favorite one. Old Man Joseph is my second. Because I love Old Man Joseph Joestar. That's why Stardust Crusaders is my favorite installment of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So with part 3, it is now complete. And I would say, yes, this anime is definitely worth your time. Yes, Jolene Cujo is your female JoJo protagonist, but it's not set up and I love anime for this. Their female characters are not built up at the expense of their male characters. Their female characters just go about doing things a bit differently. Plus, they go with the whole women in prison thing. That's why I call this green is the new black. I love that aesthetic. I really do. That it takes place, well, in a men's prison too, but the focus starts at, in a female prison. So yeah, I mean, I'll run the this is like the opening trailer for the new series. So I'll kind of like run it. I'm like muting the music because I do not want to freaking get claimed. But as you know, if you've ever seen any JoJo Bizarre Adventure, they drop clues within the trailer. And the trailer for the third part tripped me the heck out with how they did this. Although they've got Florida down pat, but it's a really, really, really good watch. If there was one ding that I had to put against it is that I do not like how they nerfed Jotaro Kujo. If you've seen what he looked like in Stardust Crusaders, and then you see what he looked like in Diamonds Unbreakable, and you see what he looked like in Stone Ocean, it's like him being as muscular as he was in Stardust Crusaders was not as interesting. It wasn't the one that they stuck with. So I really didn't like that. Star Platinum's the same, but I thought this was cool how they literally went back with this. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. If you are a fan of anime, this is a good, although you know what, I should probably preface that. If you're new to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, y'all gonna hate me, but you're gonna have to go all the way to the first installment, which is Phantom Blood. Because if you don't, you'll be lost. You'll totally be lost, and you won't pick up all of the Easter eggs and the elements and things that are in it. So you won't. You are welcome. You are welcome. Barry On says I have to watch that. It's definitely worth watching. Punk Trace says I've got it on my watch list on Netflix. I saw it has a lot of episodes in it. Yeah, Punk Trace, it's like you can start watching Stone Ocean, but don't feel weird if it's like, okay, I need to stop, go all the way back to the beginning and watch Phantom Blood, because with this trailer, it's very interesting how it starts here, but it actually winds up back to the beginning episode. And if you are aware of the anime watch parties that I do on my channel, we are actually going to start completely from the beginning installment of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So we're going to start with Phantom Blood. Actually, that's going to start, I believe the end of this month or the beginning of the year. So It's literally, I would say it's my favorite. It's my absolute freaking favorite anime. If you want a good laugh, go watch all of the YouTube channels who do nothing but memes from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It's freaking hysterical. I love it. I love it. I love watching stuff that actually makes me happy. With anime, if I don't like an anime, it's more personal taste thing than quality of the story thing. Jacob Ironside, isn't there a transforming Lego? Oh Lord, y'all talking about stuff. You're gonna make me want to buy stuff. Hey, Sakura at 315 says, I'm in the middle of watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Which installment are you watching now? Are you Stardust Crusaders or Round Diamond is Unbreakable? I know Golden Wind is my least favorite. I'm kind of in a minority with that, but that. So what anime are you into recently, Fat Steven? I'll ask you.
Give me one quick second to pop up over here.
Yeah.
I'm watching season 3 or 4 of Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? I'm enjoying that still.
Oh.
I just finished Engage Kiss. I went back through all of Sword Art Online, except for the Alicization, however you say it. Uzuki-chan, I've done all of that. I'm waiting for some more dubs to pop out. I'm waiting for the Nier Automata anime to come out next year. What else have I done? Dead Man's Wonderland.
Chainsaw Man too, right?
As well. Yeah, I'm watching that.
Along
But
with me.
I told you I was going to save all that up so I can watch all the episodes back to back, so I can have more time going through it. And I've gone back into Fire Force again, as well as Guilty Crown.
Oh, okay.
And Skeleton Knight in Another World.
Yeah, okay. I know I've been watching Chainsaw Man as coming out. So I've been watching that. Spy Family, I'm so hooked. I'm so hooked on Spy Family. I freaking love Spy Family. So watching that. And what do I have? Also watching Way of the House Husband. Season 2 is going to be dropping on Netflix in January. So I'm very excited about that. So those are the ones that I'm kind of in the middle of watching. I did watch Castlevania and I liked it. I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to. So I have to thank Damaj and I for giving me that heads up to check out Castlevania. So folks, that is going to wrap it up for our show today. Thank you all so much for being here. And if you're watching this on the replay, thank you so very much for watching. Fat Steven, what do you have going on to let folks know about? Besides the screaming guy.
All right, so let's see what's going. Lately, there's been a lot on the channel of the Dark Tide, thanks to Fat Shark. I'm having a lot of fun with the Warhammer 40k game that did the official release on the 30th. Tune in today. I'm doing more of the Callisto Protocol. Yes, it's getting mixed reviews, but I am enjoying those Dead Space style games. Plus, the motion capture is pretty crazy. Other than that, yeah, pretty much the same stuff on my channel. The same things are going on at home. We're still in that concrete prison. Things are moving slowly. Thank you everyone who's reached out and helped and asked if everything's okay. And yeah, it's just the normal stuff. That was not Screaming Sheet. That was the goat. But yeah, it's pretty much the same old. I'm here with Reina every Friday, and I pop up on BackTube once in a while, or I'm doing work for other channels. It's been busy.
Okay, cool. Well, your girl, of course, let's see. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be streaming live from Epcot out at Disney. Going to be actually streaming in the evenings. We can check out like all the Christmas decorations and stuff and entertainment they've got going on. So that's Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern, my interview with WDW Pro will be premiering on my channel. So you definitely do not want to miss that. We talk about Disney. We talk about what's going on with Disney animation. We talk about what's the deal with people being either irritated or not happy that Song of the South hasn't been released. Again, talking about the retheme for Splash Mountain that is actually going ahead, and about Bob Iger coming back to the mess he helped create. So you're going to get to hear WDW Pro's perspective on that. Oh, and also about Galaxy's Edge jam-packed interview we got going on there. And at 8 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, back to the Welcome to Florida stream. We're continuing our EFAP, our last part of the year of the Defunct Land video for Fast Pass. So we'll see if we can get through 10 minutes of EFAP in 90 minutes. Lately, we haven't been doing too good. So please come back and check that out. So folks, yes, please do hit the like button. And I'm so glad you all enjoyed this stream. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.